Centrone doesn't mind, we should definitely catch some more fishies and make this place extra beautiful.
Hey, you two. Come over here.
Huh? Is everything all right?
Here. This is for you.
What is it?
It's an underwater mobility device I've been working on.
Huh? Wow! That's so kind of you, Centrone.
It's just a simple mechanical device. I saw the way you were catching fish and... how should I put this? It seemed somewhat unsophisticated. To be perfectly frank, I found it quite difficult to watch.
Was it really that bad?
It was inefficient, unskilled, and completely and utterly inelegant. No need to apologize. Everyone has their own ways of doing things. But seeing as you plan to keep adding to the aquarium, it might be best if you use this device. The waters of Fontaine are home to more than just harmless ornamental fish. There are plenty of predators who could do you some real harm. This device will not only help you fish, it'll also help you flee. All right. Oh, and if you're going for a swim, go now. And don't forget to tell me what you think of the device. I can always make more adjustments if you have any feedback.
I've faced many opponents. My duels. Most of them I defeated. The rest surrendered. Hmm? No.
traveler in Paimon. Miss Kyuton mentioned you've been running an aquarium. Naturally, I accepted her invitation to come serve as a marine consultant.
Great! With head nurse Siegeween around, we won't have to worry about the little fishies getting sick.
Since you asked me to look after the animals at the Chevalmoran Film Fantasyland, I've picked up a few tricks of the trade. It turns out looking after animals isn't all that different from caring for patients. Well, the well-behaved ones at least. But that's the thing. Not all fish are well-behaved. So on top of looking after the ones you already have, I have a few ideas for inpatient therapy that I'd like to discuss. The word from Officer Siseth is that certain wild fish have been getting unusually aggressive lately. Apparently, they're attacking other creatures, as well as divers and even small boats. I was wondering if we could invite them to the aquarium for some rest and relaxation. At the very least, it'll keep them from causing any more trouble. Once they're here, I can look for a way to cure their sudden bad temper. That way, we can help the fish and the waters return to normal. And you can add some unique guest performers to your aquarium.
What a wonderful idea!
All right. I'll give you all the intel I have on where to find those aggressive fish. The rest is up to you.
I've faced many opponents in my duels. Most of them I defeated. The rest surrendered. No, I have never lost a duel.
Oh, you've been bringing back so many fish lately. The aquarium is starting to look like a real ocean habitat.
We're practically pro fishy fetchers already.
You appear to take great pride in your work.
You betcha! But behind the sense of accomplishment, there's something else. Something more like... Yeah, that's it! That's how Paimon's feeling underneath.
Why's that?
Paimon's not sure. It just feels like something's missing. Oh, that's it! We're missing visitors to come and admire our amazing handiwork.
You're saying you want to open the aquarium to visitors?
Would that not be okay? If that's the case, just leave everything to us. We'll take care of advertising and all the day-to-day stuff. You just focus on your own work.
If that's what you want.
Huh? We only get 70%? Oh, right. Of course. Sandroni is the one renting this boat, after all.
Ugh, you make me sound like some sort of tyrannical landlord. You're putting in the work, so you should get the lion's share. I'm not stingy like Pantalone.
So that means you're giving us the all clear?
Sure, you have my blessing. Just make sure it doesn't get in the way of my research.
Woohoo! The Wingalik Gloop Gloop Underwater Fisharium is officially open for business!
Of course, you already thought of a name.
traveler. Paimon. It's been such a long time.
Fremini! Why are you wearing your diving helmet?
Mm-hmm. Things down there have been a bit hectic lately. There are so many more divers right now, all in a frenzy to salvage sunken cargo. All I can do is try my best to lend a hand. The sooner we finish cleaning up, the sooner these extra divers can go back to their day jobs, and the sooner the seas can go back to their usual peace and quiet.
I see. It must be really hard for you to adapt to all the commotion, huh?
Thanks for your concern, Paimon. It's not all that bad, though. I've actually made a few extra finds. Things like unclaimed jewelry and antiques. Father said that if I salvage any pretty or valuable things, I should bring them here. She said you'd be able to find a use for them.
Huh. Arlecchino sure is thoughtful. If you've got any pretty-looking ornaments that nobody wants anymore, we could use them to decorate the aquarium. Or even better, why don't we go salvaging with you?
Are you sure? I wouldn't want to waste your precious time.
Don't you worry about that. You already said we can keep any ownerless goodies you find. But how can we let you do all the work yourself? Taking the fruits of someone else's labor while we sit here twiddling our thumbs doesn't sit well with Paimon.
In that case, I'll share everything the other divers have told me. Hopefully, that'll help narrow down your search. If you find anything that takes your fancy, feel free to make good use of it. However, some things are wanted by their owners, so if you find one of those, you'll need to return it.
Understood?
Please stay safe and don't stray into unfamiliar waters. If you run into danger, make sure to surface as quickly as it's safe to do so.
Mathematics is the foundation of all things. If you're interested, I can teach you some arithmetic.
Huh? Why does Paimon feel like there's an extra pool here all of a sudden? What does that sign say? Danger! Keep away! Oh, what does that mean?
It means exactly what it says.
Ah! Cedrone! You made Paimon jump! Did you put this sign here?
Yes, with the intention of keeping any curious cats well away.
What's so special about this pool?
It's full of piranhas. Oh, just kidding. Don't tell me you actually believed that. I learned that a few fish in the aquarium are highly territorial and can get rather aggressive. So, I moved them here.
Don't scare Paimon like that! So, this place is like a special quarantine zone for aggro fishies?
Exactly. The water in this pool is much deeper and there's a lot more space. It helps calm down the more territorial fish. I also asked Sijuin at the Fortress of Meropede for some special bait to help mellow them out a bit.
Oh, wow! So, you really do care about the fishies' well-being.
I don't think anyone wants to see the aquarium turn into a bloodbath.
That's for sure. Anyway, why don't you leave this to us?
If you insist. When the fish in the pool feel comfortable enough to swim to the surface, it means they're on the mend.
So, once they're all relaxed and happy, we can put them back in the aquarium?
Where you put them is up to you. All I'm responsible for is scooping up the unruly ones and moving them here in the first place.
Understood. But that sign is way too scary. Maybe we can change it for something a little less terrifying?
If you want. They're your fish, so I'll leave it up to you.
exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley.
Full throttle!
Thank you for all your hard work, Traveler in Paimon. I have a pretty good understanding of our patient's condition now, so I've mixed them up some special melazine medicine. Adding these herbs to the water tank should help calm them down.
So, you're basically turning the whole tank into a giant health spa? Huh. That really is a plan that only you could pull off, Seedwayne.
You're spot on. I'll need to invite a whole variety of different fish here for physical examinations before I can determine exactly what's wrong. I'll put together a list of patients to check based on the characteristics I need. I'd appreciate it if you could keep a close eye out for any fish that meet the criteria.
aquarium?
Mm-hmm. You've done an amazing job with this place. There are so many fish I've never even seen before.
Have you been to an aquarium before?
No, though I saw a few fish tanks in Snezhnaya. But my eyes weren't truly open back then, so I never really appreciated things properly. It's beautiful. I never knew the underwater world was so vibrant and colorful. It's like living in eternal springtime. Oh, look at that fish. Don't you think it looks just like Sandrone? And those two over there, one following behind the other. They're like the two of you.
Hey, you're right! Now that you mention it, they really do look like us!
That busy-looking one over there reminds me of Lauma. And that one in the coral seems to be quietly observing everything. Just like Lady Nefer.
Paimon gets the feeling you like matching all your friends to fish.
Not exactly. I like my friends, so I naturally find myself thinking about them. Even when I'm looking at fish.
Wow! Paimon's really happy to hear you say that! So, are there any other fish that remind you of someone?
I've made a lot of new friends lately. I'm afraid I can't find a fish to match every single one of them.
That makes sense. Anyway, we'll keep adding more fishies to the aquarium. You should come back from time to time. Maybe you'll be able to find even more of your friends next time you're here.
You're going to put my friends in the aquarium?
Of course not! Paimon's talking about fishy look-alike friends, you big silly.
I think this one.
Yes, I see what you mean.
Why that one?
Look at the color of its tail. It's the most fashionable thing in the whole aquarium.
The colors are a bit loud for my taste, but... all right, I'll take it as a compliment.
Whoa! Look at all these people! Is everyone here to see the fish?
I just wrapped up a scene, so I'm taking time out to admire your aquarium.
What were you talking about just now?
We were trying to decide which fish looks most like Chiori.
You guys do that too?
Oh, oh well, it was actually Columbina who mentioned it originally. It sounded like fun, and then before we knew it, we were doing it too.
So, it's contagious.
Oh, look. That one's just like you, Chevrus.
What do you mean?
Never still, swimming laps around the tank. Just like you. Training every second of the day.
Is that how you see me?
Traveler, Paimon. Don't worry, I know what's up. It seems that the reason there have been so many divers around lately is because everyone's trying to clear away all the underwater junk. They're trying to get the environment back to normal as quickly as possible. If that's the case, I should really double down on my own efforts to help. If the underwater pollution gets any worse, the colors of the Rome maritime flowers will fade. And that's not all. I don't want to think about all the awful things that might happen.
Let's work together to clean up the sea! Hey, Fremini, we found this pretty awesome looking thingy underwater. We think it might be part of a musical instrument? What do you think?
Sure. Oh, wow. This is really intricate. I've studied a fair few mechanisms, but I've never seen anything this detailed or unique. Looks like it's missing some components, though. You'll need to find the rest if you hope to restore it to working order.
That's all right. We're not in a hurry. Though, Paimon is curious to see what it looks like once we've put it back together.
Alright, I'd better head back down to help with the cleanup. You two enjoy your rest.
We will. Make sure not to work too hard yourself.
Huh? This thing. Did you fish it out of the sea?
We sure did. Do you know what it is?
More than that. I know whose it is. I used to sit in the garden and play this thing every day.
Huh? So, does that mean it's yours?
It was once. It's a mechanical piano that Hélène invented. It can be played by hand, but it also works automatically.
Wow! That's incredible! But why was it...
When Hélène fell ill, he couldn't bear to listen to the piano anymore. So I got rid of it for him. I never thought I'd see it again. I guess whoever ended up with it played it until it broke, but didn't know how to fix it. Otherwise, it would have never ended up in this state. Of course. Fixing something like this is trivial. The only thing is, it looks to have completely fallen apart. But if you can bring me the missing components, I'll be able to put it back together in no time.
All right. We'll keep an eye out whenever we're underwater.
Instead of confining themselves to the